Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes with Sean, maybe 10. So look, today's topic is something a little bit different. It's a trend I'm seeing currently in our industry. So I'm calling today's episode "Get Big and Get Sold." Basically, this idea that tech companies have come to the car world, if you will, with technology that is in some cases useful, most cases useless, or an extreme duplication of things that already exist. And yeah, I know it could be a better mousetrap, but again, most times it is not. What I'm finding is they're using the automotive space as a proving ground, right? To hopefully, and again, I don't begrudge people for this approach, right? The approach of get big, get sold is that of many entrepreneurs, many business builders. I am not one of those people. My hope and my goal for my company is to have 100 great clients, which has been the goal from the very beginning, for as long as humanly possible. And I want to support and give badass service to all of those people for as long as I can. There is nothing to sell. We don't have tech. We don't have widgets that we can sell. So it isn't my goal, but I realize it is most. And lately, I have been getting more involved in startup advisory roles. So people are coming to me, asking me, hey, what do you think of this? Is it right for the market? Obviously automotive specific, looking for my opinion, which is really cool. I love that. And I've come across some really cool products, and I've come across some products that I don't know how they got to where they were, right? I don't see it. Now, just because I don't see it doesn't mean it's not a thing. Okay, I hope you don't believe that. But I do see a ton of vendors in my life. It's my job. So I know a lot about pricing. I know a lot about how to situate it in the market. I know a lot about the real estate on a website it may take up, etc. So I'm familiar with how to assist people. But in talking with folks, I'm finding that a lot of people's goals is to how can I get it big enough to get it sold. As a matter of fact, like one of the first things people say to me is, cool, well, once you get to 100, who do you sell it to? And the answer is no one. Again, we don't believe that you can just sell a company that is basically a bunch of humans doing work, right? So there's nothing tech-wise because we're not going to work for someone, right? Which, by the way, when you get big, get sold, it's always this, oh, well, the CEO and everyone will be around and they'll all have their take. The answer to that is absolute bullshit. They will not have any of that. They become marginalized by the parent company, whether they want to admit it or not. And those of you who right now are looking to sell your company and have some fantasy that you will be as valuable, as important, as involved as you are today, wake up. You will not be important to the parent company. That is all. They will give you your money, which is what most people are in it for, and they will ask you to go away. And if they don't ask you to go away, they'll put you in a position that makes you feel like you should have gone away. Okay? Because again, I've seen it. And guys, if you've been in this business for the last decade, you've watched it happen. You've watched people acquire companies and whatever that parent company, right, acquires the small paid search advertising company out of the mountain states, right? That big company buys them. And what happens? The product turns to absolute garbage. Garbage, because the people who are doing the work were solely focused on the job. But once they're acquired by the monolith, the huge ugly firm, then what happens is the huge ugly firm makes everyone else ugly. They took this pretty beautiful little baby and they turned it ugly because they honestly have no idea what in the hell they are doing. Okay? Integrations take forever. I was a part of this, man. I got hired by a company, okay, and the next day they were acquired by the largest DMS company. So in my mind was, oh my God, the worst website company just got acquired by the worst DMS company. This is gonna make for the worst company ever. And it did. It sucked. The integration was pathetic. As a field employee, they damn near forgot about you. They offered no additional compensation. They had offered no additional opportunities. It was all lies and bullshit propaganda. So I'm telling you, if you're working for companies that get acquired and someone tells you your life will not change, they just effing lied to you. Period. End of story. They've lied to you. Go find another job because the company you work for now is soon to suck on the company who acquired them. It is what will happen. And it rarely ends well for everyone. And when I say everyone, I think what gets forgotten about here is the dealer, okay? The dealer who has to deal with all these integration, all these empty promises, all this, oh, we'll be integrated by fourth quarter. Oh, we'll be integrated by second quarter of next year. Blah, 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 blah. Integration gives these people time and excuses that go on for days. Meanwhile, dealers are still paying their bills. So I say the next time you have a company that you work with that's acquired by another, you stop paying until full integration is done, support is back where it belongs, and you feel like you had the product you signed up for when you did. That's what I say. Now, will many of you do that? Probably not. Probably not. But I'm telling you, the only way to fight back against it is this way, is to say to yourself, fine, yeah, glad you got your money, cool. I'm not paying a dime until I see the integration be seamless and I see my support follow ways. Because any of you who have been through this know the support is where things get jacked. Period. They don't, I've said it before on these airways, there's not enough good help in the world to begin with, okay? When unemployment is low as it is, which is wonderful for our country, it means a ton of people are employed that probably otherwise shouldn't be. So be ready for that. And it's not a negative, it's a reality of the facts, okay? So when you get involved with these big companies, then they acquire and they try to bring people in. I mean, again, I've got a list for you here. CDK, Cars, Datium, even Automotive Mastermind. I mean, as soon as these guys start to get acquired, shit changes. Sometimes the pricing changes. Most times, it's the support that fails the customer. And please remember who the customer is. It is the damn dealer who's paying these bills. So whether it's a huge one, like a CRM bill, or a small one, like a trade-in tool, none of it matters, man, if things don't get done correctly. So dealers, if you are a dealer who's dealing with a company that is being acquired and you feel like pushing back, stop paying until you get what you want. Stop paying. Oh, but Sean, it's in my contract. Stop paying. Stand up. Be who you are. And if worst case you don't like it, cancel it. Because when you threaten to stop paying, they'll come to you. And once they do that and you're not happy with it, cancel it. There is another vendor who does whatever it is you have a vendor doing for you today. That is a fact of the business, my friend. So look, this is kind of, I know it's a little bit offshoot. I know it's, it might seem so boxy for today, but the reality of get big, get sold is just that. It's all about the money. It's all about making the money. And again, I don't begrudge people making profit. That's not who I am. I'm simply someone who says, remember where the profit came from and make sure those people are taken care of. And having been an employee of such an integration, I can tell you it sucks. I can tell you firsthand it sucks. Don't believe the lies. Don't believe the propaganda. It will suck for at least 12 months, minimum. And more than likely, whatever culture you thought you had with your previous company will not exist with the monolith company that bought you. That's just the reality. So, that was it for this week. You're going to find out after this. We're going to have Owen Moon interview coming up as well. And then we will have one more interview for you. And come October, we've got some changes coming to 5 Minutes with Sean. So I hope you tune in to find out what they are. As always, you can reach me, Sean, S-E-A-N, at carbizdonebetter.com. You can also text or call the line, 262-278-0157. I'm all over LinkedIn, as you know, not necessarily everywhere else. But if you're on the YouTube page, subscribe. Make it your favorite. Like everything you can. We're trying to do better with our friends at YouTube. They want to see us do better, so we're trying to do it, right? All right. Any questions, concerns, bring them my way. Otherwise, have a great week, and thanks for tuning in.